Hello friends, welcome back. So in this lecture we will start with our Y parameter. So we have completed Z parameter and we have seen that how easily we can solve the two-port network. Okay, so these are the questions that have already come in GATE and that will be very easy. Okay, so with this chapter is like important thing. Okay, so we will not leave this. Okay, so we will do first 4 main, that is Z parameter, Y parameter, ABCD and hybrid. So in that we have completed Z and this is our second one, that is Y parameter, that we will call it as also admittance parameter. Okay, so and one more name for this is short circuit parameter. So there we had seen open circuit parameter, what was that parameter called as. So now here in this case we will call it as short circuit parameter. Okay, so now similarly we will go on with the equations. Okay, so which are on the left side parameters and right side parameters. Here also we will get 2 independent and 2 dependent. Okay, and there will be unknown quantities also. So now what we can write here, this also involves, okay, so this Y involves Z as well as, sorry, not Z, V, voltage and current, right. So this admittance parameter we can write it as I is equal to Y into V. Okay, so we will put it in this brackets. Okay, so is this correct? So now this is nothing but I will be equal to V over Z. So 1 over Z is nothing but Y. So that only we have replaced it as Y. Okay, so now we will take this as 2 variables. So this will be I1, I2, which will be equal to, so we will write this later, this is V1 and V2. Okay, so now here it is voltages are independent variables whereas currents are dependent variables. So in this 2 cross 2 matrix we are going to write Y11, Y12, Y21 and Y22. Okay, so now after writing this we will write the equation. Okay, so I1 is nothing but equal to, we can write as Y11 V1 plus Y12 V1. So V2. Okay, similarly for I2, this is, let us call equation 1, and for I2 we can write Y21 V1 plus Y22 V2. Okay, so this is equation number 2. So now we have got these equations where we can write this as dependent, okay, and these V1 and V2 are independent. Okay, so these are the dependent and independent parameters. Coming to the porting, that is 2-port network, how we will draw for this one. Okay, here, okay, so this is nothing but Y11, Y12, here it is Y21, Y22. Okay, we will have our incoming current I1, this is V1 and this is I2 plus minus V2. Okay, after that this is known Y11, Y12. Okay, so this we will call it as 2 dash terminal and 1 dash terminal. So this will be our input and output terminal. Okay, so now we will go one by one with the parameter thing. Okay, so to find out this Y11, I'll write over here. So to find the parameter of Y11, first we will make V2 as 0. So in V2 of 0, Y11 will be equal to I1 divided by V1. Okay, so this is the input only. Okay, so since it is input, so this name it will be having input driving point. Okay, this is nothing but so this is when we will take it as V2 equal to 0. Okay, so what is the name that we have given for this one? Input driving or input forward driving point, or just we can write input driving point admittance. Okay, so this is for Y11. Okay, now why we have taken this as short circuit parameter? It is because we are making this V2 equal to 0. So in our 2-port diagram here V2 is nothing but equal to 0, which indicates the short circuit path. So this will be short circuited. That is why we will take this as short circuit parameter. Okay, in this case what is short circuited? 2 dash is short circuit. In Z parameter we had taken 1 dash as open terminal, because once we had taken I1 equal to 0 and for other we have taken V2 equal to 0. Okay, so this is our Y11. Next, in this equation when we put V2 equal to 0, we get Y21. Okay, so this is Y21, V2 is 0, it will be I2 divided by V1. So provided V2 is equal to 0, again 2 dash circuit is short circuited. Okay, so now this is nothing but what we can call, here is I2, that is output side, and V1 is input side. So it is nothing but transfer function output over input. So we will call this as forward transfer parameter or admittance. Okay, and one more thing, this admittance unit is mho. Okay, you can call it as mho or moho. Okay, or you can represent with this symbol, and one more unit is Siemens. Okay, so that is everything, this whole thing by parameter will be in this symbol. Okay, Siemens, this is the symbol of the unit of this admittance. Okay, so now Y21 is there, we have put V2 is equal to 0. So next we will put V1 equal to 0. So we will get Y12 parameter, right, that is nothing but equal to I1 upon V2. So this is when V1 equal to 0. Okay, so now when V1 is equal to 0, that input terminal will be short circuited and this will be open. Okay, so this is again where it will be 1 dash short circuit. So now what we will call this name? This is nothing but reverse transfer admittance. Okay, that is because I1 is here and the V2 is here. So input upon output, it is reverse of what transfer function says. That is why we will call it as reverse transfer function. So now coming to this one, we put V1 equal to 0. You will get Y22 parameter which is equal to I2 upon V2. Okay, so this was input driving point. This is nothing but output driving point. Admittance. Okay, so these are the namings. Now after this we will go on to the, here also what is 1 dash terminal is short circuit. So now we can draw the synthesis diagram for this one. Okay, so now the synthesis will not be in series. Okay, so here it will be like this parallel, and this one is, this is I1, this is V1. Okay, this is admittance. Then we have got here current, okay, connected in parallel with admittance. Okay, so the value of this one will be Y12 V2. Okay, so this is voltage controlled current source, and again here we will be having current which will be of this value Y21 V1 with admittance of Y22 connected in parallel. So this will be our input terminal for the current. This is V2, okay, across this admittance. So this is the synthesis diagram we can draw for this one. So now coming for the condition for reciprocity. So what we have, we will be having here negative reciprocity. Okay, so Y12 will be equal to Y21, okay, but with negative sign. Then we have got symmetricity. So in the symmetricity thing we will be having Y22 equal to Y11. Okay, so this is about the admittance parameter. Okay, so keep it in mind, we will call this a short circuit parameter also. So now after this we will go on to the problems based on the admittance matrix. Okay. Okay, so coming to this question 209, before that in previously we had seen that reciprocity, I told that Y12 is equal to minus Y21. So it's not minus, it's just equal to Y12 equal to Y21. Please correct this one. Okay, but symmetricity it is same. For symmetric, Y11 will be equal to Y22. Okay, just eliminate the negative sign. So coming to the question number 209, that was asked in GATE 97 in electrical branch. So we have to find the Y matrix parameter. So first we will go with the conventional method and then we will use the short trick for this one. Okay, so now for finding the Y matrix parameter we will go with conventional method, that is nothing but, okay, so in the Z parameter we had applied like mesh analysis, okay, plus, okay, I'll just write it over here, KVL and okay, so for that one KVL and we had analyzed mesh analysis, okay, sorry, that was KCL. KVL, yeah, that was we had used KVL. So for these questions we will use, okay, KCL and nodal. Okay, for calculating Y matrix parameters we will use KCL plus nodal. For Z parameter we had used KVL and mesh. Okay, so now going with this method, I can tell this, if this is plus V1, this potential will also be V1. Similarly over here, this will be V2, okay, and this we can take it as ground. Okay, so this is grounded. So now what we can apply over here, nodal at V1, okay, we will apply nodal at V1. So nodal at V1, okay, so since this is the incoming current, okay, we will take the incoming current later. So this is V1 upon 10, then we have got V1 minus V2, V1 minus V2 upon 10, okay, so incoming current is I1. So we will simplify this one, so we will get 2V1 over 10 minus V2 over 10 equal to I1, okay, just we will call this as equation number 1. So next we will apply KVL at, sorry, not KVL, nodal at V2, okay, so we will get again V2 by 10 plus V2 minus V1 over 10 equal to incoming current, that is I2. So this is nothing but minus V1 by 10 plus 2V2 over 10 equal to I2. Okay, so this is the equation now we got. Now we will compare this one with the original equation, that is I1 is equal to Y11 V1 plus Y12 V2, and for I2 was Y21 V1 plus Y22 V2. Okay, so now see here, this is the first equation for I1, this is Y1, so it will be 1 over 5. Similarly for Y12 it is minus 1 by 10. Okay, so Y21, this parameter minus 1 over 10, and for Y22 we have got 1 over 5. Okay, so we can easily form the admittance matrix now. Okay, so Y is equal to 1 by 5 minus 1 by 10 minus 1 by 10 and 1 by 5 and the unit Siemens. Okay, so this is the how you will calculate with the conventional method. So now coming to the shortcut trick for this one. Okay, so if you observe this network, it is the pi model. Okay, so if it is the pi model, first step is, okay, so this shortcut trick is applicable only for pi model and for only admittance matrix. Okay, now all they are in resistor form. So what you have to do, first step is make them 1 by, everything take it as 1 over something. Okay, now after taking this we will make it here, I will take different marker. So this is 1 over 10, this is also 1 over 10, and here also we have 1 over 10. Now this parameter, okay, so this is Y11 and this plus this parameter is Y22 and this parameter is Y12 equal to Y21. Now see here, Y11 1 by 10 plus 1 by 10, I will get it as 1 over 5. So 1 over 5. Coming to Y12, it is 1 over 10, directly I will get it, so which is also equal to Y21. Okay, one more thing, when I said reciprocity, it should be equal to Y12. Okay, so this is correct, but while using the short trick you have to use minus sign for 1. Okay, so both will get the minus sign. So this will be minus 1 over 10 which is also same for y21 minus 1 over 10, and for y22 this is the addition 1 over 10 plus 1 over 10, we will get 1 over 5. Okay, this was a shortcut trick. Okay, so now coming to this model, question number 210. What we have got here, it is given a T network, okay, which we were using it for Z parameter. Now, since you know that y is equal to 1 over z, please do not make it as everything in z parameter, then if you convert into y taking reciprocal, it will be wrong. Okay, so don't do that. So first we will convert this T network to pi network. It is nothing but star to delta conversion. Okay, so I'll take the red marker. So if I do like this, okay, so this is one parameter I'll get. Okay, and with this line I'll get one, and here I'll get one more. Okay, so now how do I convert this one from delta to star? So to get this one, okay, this resistor value, okay, what I have to do is, it is connected over here, 2 and 8 are connected. So I will add both the resistor and I'll multiply them, and I will take down whatever is left here. Okay, whichever resistor is left out. Okay, so this is 10, this is 4, 2. Okay, so this will be 4 and this will be equal to 14 ohms. So this one is 14 ohm. Similarly for this one, 2 plus 4, 8 divided by 8, 1, 6, 7 ohms. So this will be 7 ohms. Okay, and this is 8 plus 4, 12, 8 4s are 32 divided by 2. So 2 1s are 2, this will be 16, 28. So this is 28 ohms. So we got the pi network now, converted one. So this is I1, this is V1, this is V2, and here is I2. Okay, so once we got, then we can apply our shortcut method. So our first step is to make everything by reciprocal. So this will be 1 by 7, 1 by 14 and 1 over 28. So once I do, I'll get y11 equal to, so I'll just directly write in the matrix form itself. Okay, y11 I have to add these two, 1 by 14 plus 1 over 7. Okay, to get this one, I have to just take this minus 114 and this will also be equal. For this one, it will be 1 over 14 plus 1 over 28. Okay, so if I simplify it again, so this is 3 over 14, this is minus 1 by 14. Okay, so this is again 3 over 28. So this is the complete answer for this question. So we will start with our next question, that is 211. Okay, so we have to find the y parameter in this one. So this is like similarly we have found it for z parameter bridge network. Okay, so now this is already in delta form. Okay, this pair is delta, but here we have got T form. So that now we will keep this as it is. We will not disturb the 3 ohm bridge. So taking another marker, we can convert this T network to delta network. Okay, so converting this T to delta, then add it again, convert to delta will be secondary. Okay, I mean it takes very much time. So this bridge network 3 ohm, let it be like that. So we will convert this one. Okay, so when we convert to this one, it will be, okay, I'll redraw over here. So this is one thing we will get, here one we will get. Okay, so we will not get like this, we will have here one, this one, and here, and with this as 3 ohm resistor. Okay, so now to calculate, okay, so this one will be I1, this is V1, here we have I2, here we have got V2. So now to calculate this thing, okay, so this part we can write it this part as 2 plus 2, okay, it is connected, then 4 divided by 2. So 2 plus 2 is 4 plus 2 is, again this is 6 ohm. Okay, so they all have got equal resistor, right? So everything will be 6 ohm. So this is also 6 ohms, 6 ohms and 6 ohms. Now this 6 ohm and 3 ohm are in parallel. So 18 by 9 it will be 2 ohm. I'll just rub it over here and add this 2 ohm here. Now it is converted to pi network. So we can write our shortcut trick. So what is your shortcut trick? The first thing, write everything in 1 over form. Okay, then form the matrix. So this easily I can write it as minus 1 over 2, here also minus 1 over 2. So now to get this one, this element over here and this, so first we will add this, okay, 1 by 6 plus 1 by 2. So how much we will get? 6 plus 2 is 8, 12, so it will be 2 over 3, 4 to the, yeah, 2 over 3. For this also same thing, we will get 2 over 3 because they are having same values of resistor, 1 by 6 and 1 by 2. So this will be in this unit, Siemens or mho. Okay. So this is the problem for this question. Coming to next one, we have to find again Y parameter. Now we have got the dependent source also. So how to find this one? We can apply. So in the first lecture itself we have seen it is nothing but KVL, KCL and nodal. Okay. So we can apply nodal over here. So this is together grounded. So this parameter up to here it is V2 and this is V1. So now we will apply nodal analysis. Okay. So this is current is I1. Okay. It is incoming. So how do you apply nodal for this one? First equation I can get it directly. Here we know that it is I1. I can write the equation of I1 as, okay, this current is flowing in this direction. So it means from higher potential to lower potential, V1 minus V2 divided by 25. So first equation, this is V1 over 25 minus V2 over 25. So if I compare this to the admittance matrix equations, Y11 V1, Y12 V2. So I can get this as here it is nothing but 1 over 25 and this will be minus 1 over 25. Do not write this Y12 equal to Y21. This is not a pi network. Okay. So we are not going to make that mistake. So now we had got this one. So we have to get the denominator thing, right? So for this one we will apply nodal at V2. Okay. So when we apply nodal at V2, so this is incoming, so current we will write it later. So this is V2 by 100, this is outgoing current 2I1, okay, and we have got this as incoming current I1 plus I2. So we need in terms of I2, V1 and V2. Okay, so we do not need this I1. We have to eliminate this I1. Okay, so here we have the equation of I1. We will substitute this in this equation so that I1 gets eliminated. So before that V2 over 100, we will simplify this one. It will be I1 equal to I2. So in place of this I1, I will write this V1 minus V2 divided by 25. So LCM will be 100. So I will get it as plus 4V1 minus 4V2 equal to I2. So I2 I can write it as, okay, so this is 4V1, it means 1 over 25V1 minus 3 over, minus 3 over 100 V2. Okay, so this will be our final answer. This is 1 over 25, okay, and this is minus 3 over 100. We got the admittance matrix and this will be in Siemens. Okay. So this is easily we can solve it with the help of nodal analysis. So you should know only the concept of admittance parameters. Basically we will be applying all the basic quantities and basic laws of the network theory in these questions. Okay. Coming to this 213th question. Here also we have to find Y parameter. Okay, again it is not a pi network nor a bridge network. Okay, nothing we have got here. So again we can use nodal analysis to solve this one. Okay. Here this whole thing, this is nothing but V1. This whole thing I can ground it. Okay, here is V2. So we will apply nodal now. So V1 divided by 1 and this is incoming current, so we will take it later. Now this is V1 while going to V2 you have got a dependent source, so we will take the sign that comes after plus 2V1 then minus V2 divided by 1 ohm. Okay, here incoming are I1 plus 4V2. So we need in terms of I1. Okay, we will simplify this one first. This is 2V1, 3V1, 4V1. This is minus V2 and this minus comes over here, so this will be minus 5V2 equal to I1. Okay, so when we compare it with the equations of the admittance matrix, we will get this V1 as Y11, this as Y22. Okay, so do not write again here this as minus 5, it will be wrong. Next, coming to this node V2. So we will apply nodal at V2. Okay, so when we apply nodal at V2, okay, this one, we have got V2 over 1, then we are going from this way, V2 minus 2V1 minus V1, okay, equal to, divided by 1, okay, and this 1 2, this is I2 is incoming. Okay, easily we got this equation now, 2V2, okay, so first we will take minus 3V1 plus 2V2 equal to I2. So this value is minus 3 over here and this is 2. So this is nothing but our admittance matrix with our unit. Okay, so we will see some more problem based on this. Okay, so coming to this question 214 which was asked in GATE 2011 electronics branch. So in the circuit shown below, network N is described by this following matrix. Okay, so it means that here we have got Y11, here we have Y12, Y21 and Y22. Okay, so it is given by this matrix with these values. Okay, so it is in Siemens. The voltage gain V2 by V1. So we have to find V2 over V1. They have given this option. Okay, so now how do we calculate this? And also one more thing. So this V1 will not be equal to this one because there is a voltage drop in between. So in our two port networks, always we will be having V1 attached to this port and I1 flowing from here. Okay, similarly this V2 we can call it as V2 with this 100 ohm. Okay, so now here only we will get one more equation, that is nothing but V2 is equal to 100 times I2. Okay, so we will equate this I2 is equal to 100 divided by V2. Okay, just we will keep this as equation 1. Okay, let's see if it's useful. Now we will write as usual with our equations. I1 equal to 0.1 V1 minus 0.01 V2, okay, then I2 plus 0.1 V2, okay, that much we have got now. So this I2, okay, what do we need? We need V2 and V1. So this I2 or I1 from any of this equation should be eliminated. So let us take this I2 because we already have the value of I2 as 100 over V2. Okay, so I will convert this. This will be V2. So this is again 1 over 100. Okay, so times V1 plus this is 1 over 10 V2. Okay, so now I will take this V2 to that side. Okay, so or we will take the LCM or divide it. Yeah, we will take this one LCM. So how much we will get? So 10 V1 plus 100 V2 divided by 1000. Okay, so this is 100 by V2. Okay, equal to that much, and here I'll multiply V2 there. So we will get almost, this is 1000 into 100 equal to 10 V1 V2 plus 100 V2. Okay, so now this V2 can be taken common. Okay, even 10 V1 can be taken common, 10 V2. So this will be V1 plus 10. Okay, so this I will take it here in the denominator. Then okay, something is wrong over here. Okay, this is nothing but we will replace here 100 by V2, right, 100 by V2. So it's not 100 by V2. think apply KVL, so it will be V over R. Okay, so I2 is nothing but V over R. Okay, so it is minus, because we are moving in the current is flowing like this, so it will be minus V2 divided by 100. Okay, that is the equation. So we will substitute that over here. We will get minus V2 by 100 equal to V1 by 100 plus V2 by 10. So take this V2 over that side and 100 here. Okay, so V2 by 10 plus V2 by 100. Okay, so the LCM will be 100. So this is 10 V2, 11 V2 divided by 100. This is minus V1 over 100. So 100 and 100 gets cancelled. So V2 by V1 is minus 1 by 11. So in our option it is D. Okay, so that is the answer for this question. So coming to this question 215, 16, 17, 18. So in this all cases we have to find Y and Z parameter. Okay, so now here it is like first we will go with the Y parameter in this question. Okay, because we can assume that if this branch is given like this, so here we can assume as pi network. Okay, so since there is nothing, this is like open circuit, right? So when this is open circuit, it means it has got infinite resistance. Okay, so once it has got infinite resistance, for calculating the Y matrix we will take shortcut trick, that is 1 over Z. Okay, then 1 over infinite, which will be 0 Siemens. Here also 1 over infinite is 0 Siemens. Next we have here Y11, okay, 1 by Z plus 0. So this is 1 by Z. Similarly it is again 1 by Z. Okay, sorry, this one is 1 by Z. Yeah, so this Y12 parameter, so Y21 will be also 1 over Z. Okay, and here but with a negative sign. Okay, and this parameter Y22 is nothing but 1 by Z plus 0. So it will be also this much. Next, coming to the Z parameter. Okay, so how do you calculate Z parameter? It will be infinite times. Okay, it will be open, so Z parameter does not exist for this equation, I mean for this circuit. Okay, we cannot calculate the Z matrix. Coming to this 216th question, again we have to find Y and Z matrix. So now you can see this is like it can form the T network. So first we will go with the calculation of Z matrix. So here we will assume that there is no resistor or impedance, so it is like 0 ohms. Okay, so once it is 0 ohm, so this will be Z and Z. Okay, here also it will be 0 plus Z, Z, 0 plus Z, Z. Okay, for this case now when you take 1 over 0, it will be infinite for the admittance matrix. So admittance matrix does not exist for this thing. Okay, now the question looks similar, 217 and 218. Here we have taken Z parameter, there we are taking Y parameter. Okay, so coming to this question number 217 and 218, again it is like the similar thing. First we will calculate with the Y matrix. Okay, so this is 0 ohm, this is 0 ohm. Okay, so here is 0 ohm and 0 ohms. I mean infinite resistance, sorry, this is infinite resistance. So for calculating Y matrix we have to take 1 over. Okay, so when we take this will be equal to 0, this will be equal to 0. Okay, so 1 by Y plus 0 is 1 by Y, and this is minus 1 by Y, here also minus 1 by Y, and this is 1 by Y. So 1 by 0, infinite is 0. To calculate Z matrix, again we will get infinite. Okay, so impedance matrix does not exist for this question. Coming to question number 218. Okay, so it is like T network, so we will go with the Z parameter. So this will be 0 ohms, this is also 0 ohms. Okay, that is why if it is 0 ohms, then only the short circuit currents will be flowing in the path. Okay, so this is Y, I will write here Y and here Y. So this 0 plus Y is Y, and this 0 plus will give you Y22, which is also equal to Y. Similarly, when you take reciprocals, okay, it will be infinite, hence Y matrix does not exist. Admittance does not exist. Okay, just to understand the concept here, we have taken these questions. Okay, we will see this completes our admittance matrix. Next we will move on to our ABCD parameters and hybrid parameters. Okay, thank you.